Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you're all having an awesome week and you're excited for another edition of Friday Reads. And I am in Massachusetts for most of the summer, back home visiting family, so I'm filming in my parents' backyard. And this week I read Lyon Tamer by Jen Luerssen, and it features Keith on the cover. Let's see what I thought about it. So Sheldon is a vet, and he gets hired on as a last-minute replacement to work at Simone's rescue organization. He's really excited for the opportunity. He's in a position where he's single, he's able to travel at a moment's notice, he doesn't have anything tying him down. He is used to falling hard and fast for the women that he is attracted to, and he is kind of looking for something more. Simone, however, is in a situation where she's been burned in past relationships and she's not really trying to start anything serious. So when they first meet, there's an instant attraction, but since they work with one another, they don't want to kind of blur those lines. However, obviously that's kind of inevitable. If you've read books by Jen before, you will see similarities between all her books. There is always a lot of comic relief in her stories. There's a specific hobby that Sheldon has that is a source of a lot of comedy within the book. She has funny nicknames for him, such as she calls him Dr. Mini Perv, which when you find out about his hobby, you'll understand more why that is. And within their camp dynamic, it's a very small family. It's very serious but inspiring, and he gets a lot of joy out of working at the camp. He knew it was going to be a wild adventure, this experience, but he didn't know it would be dangerous with rescuing the different tigers. He didn't know how intense that would be. I have a couple of my favorite quotes in the book, and one of them was, "I believe they call you a unicorn. A kind, hot man with a job is rare, but one who is sensitive, loves animals, looks like an Adonis, and has proper equipment is a unicorn." And then my other favorite conversation between Sheldon and Simone was, "Miss Lyon, are you a romantic?" And she says, "Only for animals." And then he says, "Do you consider me an animal?" And she says, "Completely." I also did a little mini interview with Jen where I asked questions about the story. And the first was, "The concept for Lyon Tamer is so unique. How did the story come about?" And she says, "The concept came about because my awesome friend Howard actually had the experience. Not the romance, but the being a vet for these amazing animals in the rescue. Howard was asked to fill in at the last minute as a vet for 12 tigers and 5 lions traveling from Guatemala to South Africa. It was January 2020 before everything shut down. He posted tons of pictures and stories on his socials and we were riveted. I joked that I should have made him my co-author because he emailed me pages of hilarious stories about the cats, the travel, and the people. I was so inspired by the Animal Defenders International and their passion for saving large cats and other animals from circus life around the world. They go in and get the laws changed, then make sure they are enforced by going in and seizing the cats, then rehoming them. The story was just too good not to write and include a hot romance for my guy Sheldon and the sexy Simone. I found this story so unique and I hadn't read anything like this before, so that's why I asked that question. Without giving too much away, did you have a favorite scene to write and why?" I loved writing their sex scenes. Sheldon has zero hang-ups and Simone was willing to go with the flow, so they were fun to write. Between the cargo hold, the caftans, the Kama Sutra, thunderstorms, and the loft, etc., my characters are usually pretty free sexually, but these two are off the charts. It was fun to write an adventure story as well. Most of the time my characters are home or at work, so to have them traveling and making daring rescues was exciting and a challenge. I would say my favorite scenes were the interactions between them and the tigers and the rescue portion, just because it was so unique and I haven't read anything like it before. And my last question was, after readers finish reading Lyon Tamer, what would you like them to take away? I hope readers are able to laugh at all the ridiculous shenanigans between Simone and Sheldon and are inspired by the real-life story about the big cats. If just one person goes to the Animal Rescue Defenders website, learns all about these animals, and becomes another advocate for them, I'd be over the moon. So having said that, have you read Lyon Tamer by Jen Luerssen, and what'd you think about it? Make sure to stay tuned and subscribe because more Friday reads are coming soon. Hope you have a great weekend, everyone.